This is the lead look. Sleek, trim, agile.
A motorcycle so different, it looks like you own the only one.
The Rolex Datejust. If you were racing here tomorrow, you'd wear a Rolex.
Tools were born in an age where functionality reigned supreme, and vanity was an afterthought. Through their use, a bond was built between these machines and their users. One that was unbreakable and forged with equal parts passion, sweat, and time. Those who choose to embrace these classic items are rewarded with a connection to the past that goes beyond mere nostalgia. Nostalgia for an era when true beauty derived not solely from appearances, but from the remarkable feats they accomplished. Embodying a time when authenticity was the only option. The gratifying act of revving an engine or winding a watch ignites a symphony of emotions within you. A symphony that resonates with the romance of the road, the thrill of adventure, and the timeless beauty of craftsmanship, all woven together to serve their user. It's a feeling of presence, a rush of adrenaline, and a pulse of a bygone era, beating alongside our own. It's the thrill of holding history in your hands while knowing that you're not just owning a one-of-a-kind treasure, but becoming part of a legacy. And as we travel through life with our vintage companions by our side, we are enriched, enlightened, and enlivened by the stories they have to tell. Reminding you of a time when life was simpler and the open road was waiting for you to explore. It's through the myriad marks and scars of usage etched upon their surface that you discover the magic of vintage. Held in the very patina some condemn lies a time capsule, winding a larger narrative through the ages. The Japanese call it wabi-sabi, appreciating the imperfect, impermanent, and incomplete memoir in the tapestry you safeguard. As a user, you have one job: to be the guardian of this time-worn tapestry, carefully mending its frayed edges and adding new threads of experience and wonder for future generations. The creators of Honda knew this when crafting the CB750, the world's first superbike, just as Hans Wilsdorf did when designing the iconic Rolex Datejust. This 1980 duo envelops the most exquisite harmony between sportiness and elegance. Both artistic machineries that were built to serve and not be discarded in the shadows of planned obsolescence. We care for them, maintain them, and appreciate their beauty with a sense of pride in owning a treasure that has stood the test of time. Living with vintage requires a certain reverence, a deep respect for the past, and a commitment to preserving them for the future, the ticket to become part of their story. At times a labor of love, but will you sacrifice an unparalleled memoir for the allure of modern convenience? Introspect. Look inside yourself and decide if you even have the endurance to care for these enduring items before partaking in their journey. And if you're not ready, perhaps these coveted vintage items are not meant for you. But if you are, ready to hold on to a piece of history, ready to tell that next story, your next step is simple. Our family at Danny's Vintage Watches invites you to embrace the vintage spirit, where nostalgia meets adventure and stories are driven. Discover your companion for your next daring drive, graceful dance, or race against time at dannysvintagewatches.com. Click the link in the description to experience a selection of vintage watches like no other and become a part of a story that transcends time.